Stone Cold Steve Austin, assault charges. In 2002, Austin was arrested on domestic assault charges involving his then wife, Deborah Marshall. The incident shook fans. Austin pled no contest and received probation, a $1,000 fine, and community service. He avoided jail time, but the headlines marked a serious chapter in his life. Years later, he acknowledged the mistake publicly, but the arrest remains a dark moment in the legacy of one of WWE's biggest stars. Number 13. Abdullah the Butcher, arrested for assault in Japan. Abdullah the Butcher, known for his brutal hardcore style and blood-soaked matches, had a fearsome reputation both in and out of the ring. In the 1980s, during a tour of Japan, he was reportedly arrested after an altercation with a restaurant owner. According to accounts, Abdullah allegedly assaulted the man following a disagreement over service, a situation that ended with police intervention. While he didn't spend significant time behind bars, the incident added to his menacing legend. Even off camera, Abdullah lived up to the chaos he created in the ring. Number 12. Hornswoggle, served jail time for contempt of court. You might not expect it, but WWE's mischievous leprechaun, Hornswoggle, found himself behind bars. In 2018, he spent several days in a Wisconsin jail after failing to comply with a court order related to child support documentation. The judge held him in contempt of court, resulting in actual jail time. While it wasn't a long sentence and wasn't related to any violent crime, it still lands him on the list. It's a reminder that even comedy characters in WWE have real-world responsibilities. Number 11. Jimmy Uso.
Turn around, and then put your hands in front of you, and then your hands behind you.
Multiple DUI arrests. Jimmy Uso's legal troubles have become a recurring issue in his career. Since 2011, he's been arrested at least 4 times for DUI-related offenses. In 2019, he was pulled over in Detroit with a blood alcohol level nearly double the legal limit and reportedly tried fighting the officer. Another DUI came in 2021 in Florida, once again with high BAC results. While he often got off with fines or short jail detentions, WWE fans and officials alike have voiced concerns about his behavior. Despite that, he remains a key figure in the Bloodline storyline, showing off how the line between reality and fiction can blur. Number 10. Jeff Hardy, drug possession and DUI. Jeff Hardy's struggles with addiction are no secret, and they've led to several arrests. The most notable came in 2009, when he was busted with 262 Vicodin pills, 180 Soma tablets, steroids, and cocaine. He was sentenced to 10 days in jail, 30 months probation, and a hefty fine. In more recent years, he's faced multiple DUIs, including a high-profile 2022 arrest in Florida. That one led to his suspension from AEW and a stint in rehab. Hardy's story is one of both tragedy and resilience, with fans hoping each comeback is finally the one that sticks. Number 9. Teddy Hart, a career derailed by crime. Despite being part of the legendary Hart family, his name is now more associated with arrests than in-ring ability. Over the years, he's been arrested for assault, drug possession, and even evading police. As of 2023, he had pending charges including strangulation and unlawful imprisonment. While he's made sporadic appearances in independent promotions, his behavior has left most major companies unwilling to take a chance on him. Number 8. Kurt Angle, multiple DUIs. Yeah, even Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle has his run-ins with the law. Between 2007 and 2013, Angle was arrested 5 times on suspicion of driving under the influence. Most of these charges were either dropped or pled down, but they raised serious red flags about his health and well-being. Angle later entered rehab and turned his life around, returning to WWE in 2017 and eventually entering the Hall of Fame. It's a classic example of redemption, but one that came with a heavy cost. Number 7. Scott Hall, manslaughter case. Long before Scott Hall was Razor Ramon, he was a young man caught in a deadly situation. In 1983, Hall got into a fight outside a nightclub in Orlando and ended up shooting and killing another man with the victim's own gun. The charges were dropped due to lack of evidence, but Hall later admitted he did it, and that memory haunted him for life. He never fully recovered from the trauma, and it contributed to his long battle with addiction. Hall's passing in 2022 was mourned by fans around the world. world, but his past reminds us that demons can follow even the most charismatic performers. Number 6. Nails assaulted Vince McMahon. This one's bizarre. In 1992, Kevin Wackles, better known as Nails, reportedly attacked Vince McMahon backstage over a pay dispute. He allegedly choked Vince and screamed about being underpaid. The attack led to his immediate firing, and he later testified against Vince in the steroid trial, though his credibility was questioned. While Nails was never criminally convicted, the incident was so insane that it's often cited as one of the most shocking backstage moments in WWE history. Number 5. Jake the Snake Roberts, arrests and addiction. Jake Roberts was a genius in the ring and on the mic, but behind the scenes, addiction ruled his life for years. In the early 2000s, he was arrested for drug possession and had run-ins with law enforcement over animal cruelty allegations tied to the mistreatment of his snakes. Jake disappeared from the public eye for years until Diamond Dallas Page helped him get sober. Today, he's thriving as a mentor and ambassador for recovery, proving that even the darkest stories can turn around. Number 4. Sunny Tammy Sitch, multiple jail stints. Few falls from grace hit as hard as Sunny's. Since 2012, she's been arrested more than 6 times for DUI, burglary, violating protection orders, and more. In 2018, she was jailed for almost a year due to multiple parole violations. In 2022, she was involved in a DUI crash that resulted in a man's death. That incident led to a second-degree felony DUI manslaughter charge. As of now, she's awaiting sentencing with the possibility of spending years behind bars. Number 3. Randy Orton, military prison. Before he was winning world titles, Randy Orton spent time in military prison. As a young man, Orton joined the Marines, but went AWOL twice and disobeyed direct orders. As a result, he served 38 days in a military prison and was dishonorably discharged. This history actually kept him from being cast in the WWE Studios film, The Marine 3. Orton later leaned into his rebellious streak, and it became the foundation of his legendary Legend Killer persona. Number 2. Big Cass, mental health crisis and arrest. In 2019, Big Cass had a breakdown at a WrestlePro event. He reportedly threatened others backstage, got into a physical altercation, and was arrested for disorderly conduct. The incident was later attributed to mental health struggles and alcoholism. Since then, Cass has gone through rehab, returned to wrestling with Impact in AEW, and spoken openly about depression and addiction. His arrest was a wake-up call, and thankfully, one that may have saved his life. Number 1. Lex Luger, drugs and tragedy. In 2003, Lex was arrested after Miss Elizabeth, his real-life partner, died in his home from a drug overdose. He wasn't charged in her death, but he was arrested for possession of controlled substances. Over the next few years, he would be arrested multiple times for DUI and other drug-related charges. In 2007, he suffered a spinal stroke that left him temporarily paralyzed. Today, he's in a wheelchair and active in Christian outreach, often speaking about transformation and forgiveness. From fallen icons to comeback stories, these wrestlers remind us that even legends are human. Some paid the price, some sought redemption, and others are still writing their next chapter. If you found this video eye-opening, drop a like, hit subscribe, and tell us which story surprised you the most.